Anyway, we'll do Dr. fucking Piss Inspect now, okay? God damn you. God damn you all, dude. I don't give a shit about Dr. Disrespect at all. And all you motherfuckers are going crazy over it. This dude has 200,000 viewers
want to
right
report
now.
anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch.
Don't know,
even though the user told them
Kid
clearly
Inspect.
that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's Special Operations Team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no issues and determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team. That would have been the end. That should have been the end.
Bro, how are you gonna wear your fucking fit while you're trying to defeat the pedophile allegations that you yourself put out there?
No further action will be taken. So what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's Twitch's law enforcement response team.
All of this.
He escalates the report on 25th.
All of this is literally on the eve of him being like, yeah, I tried to fuck a minor. Who gives a shit? Like, that's
with
crazy.
With his director of the LER team. Mind you, this director,
this entire conversation is about him
time and does not have
being
access
found
to their
out
computer or work files. Let me just remind you, I went through a big time arbitration. Okay. And, you discover a lot of stuff. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time. The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't. Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch. Twitch submits a report to NCMEC. You guys all read those little articles, huh? The NCMEC.
Bro saying Twitch he fucking put minor in there to bait journalists is so funny for defamation.
Guess what?
Which is hilarious because, dog, that's not how defamation works, dumbass. If you fucking say that you inappropriately texted minors and journalists report on it, there is no defamation suit that you can work with.
Twitch's report to law enforcement. Mind you, the same people that made this decision admit internally that the messages did not constitute sexting. The same people that made this decision at Twitch admit internally that the messages did not warrant any child sexual abuse material charge. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were illegal in any way.
Are you afraid of getting sued
Twitch
by
makes
him?
this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me.
He said they didn't look at the age of consent
any other
in
third party, including the partner manager. It's fucking
he hit the
unbelievable!
Monty. He hit the Monty. He said age of consent in the jurisdiction, as in like, oh, it was. Hey guys, it's not about federal age of consent, okay? It's like every state has a different age of consent law.
I'm not going to get into every detail regarding my legal case, but these former Twitch employees that claim to have firsthand knowledge, they just don't have a clue. They didn't report any facts.
Bro said there's a loophole.
The judge in the case determined that the whispers were not illegal. So then why did Twitch use these messages against me? Why did Twitch treat the doc so differently from their other streamers? I mean, outside of the obvious. I mean, just take a look at me. Unfiltered. The realest motherfucker in this industry.
Dude, you're literally dressed up.
Gorgeous, athletic, successful, college degree, college athlete, bourbon business,
How are
gaming
you doing
student,
a character in the midst of being,
and trust me,
like in the midst of like pedophilia allegations? I'm losing my mind, bro.
A husband and father, and to get where we're at today. I mean, I'm in such a good place today. And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect. I'm not perfect.
This is madness, actually madness.
I don't claim to be perfect. Sometimes I do. But I also didn't do all the shit that they're saying I did. But then that doesn't make a story, right? They wanted media attention. The media wants controversy. And by sensationalizing all of this with big, inaccurate headlines like sexting and sexually explicit, you all got what you wanted at the expense of the tube time. The reality is, they wanted to cut down the doc. Plain and simple. Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. I've got some examples right here. Example number one.
Am I going to be on this?
A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies. Why wasn't I called into a meeting? Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs? Example number 2.
You think he's reading or riffing?
Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming. Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract. Example number 3.
Who the fuck is
Streamer
that?
was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves.
That?
Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract.
Who are these people? Hey, yo!
It's so obvious that certain Twitch executives, employees involved had personal biases against the doc and used all of this as an opportunity to terminate my contract. Go back and look at the timing of all this,
that's
too.
insane.
The doc's termination lines up with 2 preferable, profitable, and expensive streamers leaving Mixer. As soon as Twitch knew that Mixer had failed, and go look at the timing.
If the N-word
These
mention
other
is Kai,
expensive streamers
that's crazy.
Needed a new streaming platform.
Twitch didn't ban a black streamer for using the
To
N-word
terminate
is
the
like
tube
an
time.
insane fucking thing to say. I doubt that he means Kai.
See, I
There's
shouldn't
no
even
way,
be
right?
banned from Twitch.
They're after me because I'm a straight white guy.
It has affected us on so many levels. Back in 2020 and now in 2024. And Cody Connors, I just have to say it again. Why would you do this? Like I said, this was handled professionally years ago. No fucking wrongdoing.
By the way, the reason why I was not
because of
mentioned
you,
in
Cody?
this is because Twitch bans my ass more than anybody else.
We just lost. Fuck, man. Unfortunately, we have to lay off people from Midnight Society.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's everyone else's fault and not yours for trying to fuck minors.
Because of
You're
you,
right.
Cody.
That's crazy. He's blaming. Dude, that is insane, dude. That is an insane thing to say. Oh, my God. Yo, streamers have too much power. Streamers have too
through all
much
this,
power.
We are where we are.
Midnight dropped you, brother.
Like a
What are you
fucking man, I'll
talking
accept it.
about? Were you banned for 9/11?
But I don't accept
Yeah,
to
of
sit
course
quietly
I was.
by and let these idiots attack me with false accusations. No. For all these doc haters out there, too, oh, man.
Dog,
The ones
you
that-
admitted to inappropriately texting a minor. What the fuck is this entire
can't understand that
conversation?
mindset. I could care less. We've always stayed in our lane. But somehow, some way, these people, they just get in our
Bruh.
lane. For all you doc haters, I'm sure you'll dissect all of this and still find a way to publicly criticize me. Do what you need to do. I'll say this isn't for you. This was for my team. today, my community, my friends, la familia that have supported me. And I'm not denying the exchange of whispers, champs. I'm not denying that to all of you out there. It looks bad. I have no way of knowing if the Twitch user thought our exchange of whispers was inappropriate. If it was, I apologize. All I know is that I never did what Twitch, Cody Connors, or the public is claiming that I did.
But wait, what? Wait, his angle is literally, yeah, I tried to fuck a minor, but like it wasn't illegal technically, even though it was, but it wasn't illegal enough for there to be like, it warrant a criminal prosecution.
Trust me, I have more. I haven't disclosed.
Also, other people also have done awful things.
I just want to get back to what we do best. Put on a show and climb our way to the tippity top of the mountain, man. In our own lane.
His argument is literally, I wasn't criminally charged for it. Yeah, there could be a litany of different reasons as to why there was no criminal prosecution beyond this. There are literally kick streamers right now that are targeting minors and collecting CSAM, and they're not fucking legally prosecuted. That doesn't mean that they're not doing that. That's number one. And number two, a platform's responsibility to stop further predation of minors is obviously going to be significantly different than like what warrants a criminal prosecution. It doesn't have to get to that criminal element for a platform to understandably say one of our largest fucking streamers that we've given multiple millions of dollars to was trying to fuck a minor at TwitchCon.
We show the message, release the messages.
We don't think this is a good idea. We're gonna fucking perma you.
What are we in second grade?
Oh, he's also refusing to leak the messages because he doesn't want to show them because obviously they're fucked up. The beginning was more of an explanation of the conversation, though, not defending him, but he talked for 10 minutes before the convo. Still fucked up. Yeah, I'll look at that in a second.
YouTube demonetized us.
What are we in second grade? Is crazy when you're talking about trying to fuck a minor and like people are like, hey, we want to see what you mean.
COD doc?
Where's the chat? What is the chat saying? Chat summary. Viewers are expressing their support for Dr. Disrespect and expressing excitement about his return to streaming. Many are calling for him to sue for defamation and are critical of other streamers who turned their backs on him. A few viewers are critical of Dr. Disrespect. Fuck. So let me explain a couple things for people who are just tuning in, okay? Let me explain. To be fair, I did see quite a few people earlier saying he already admitted to it. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with what's going on, this was one of the largest content creators on Twitch, very famous for a litany of different controversies, most of them involving him cheating on his wife, one of them involving him inappropriately filming inside of a bathroom at E3, I believe, or was it TwitchCon? Anyway, he's been banned a bunch of times for a bunch of different things. Overall, he unceremoniously, out of nowhere, in a very weird time for Twitch, when there was like a string of Me Too allegations happening in the streaming space, when Twitch had released a statement saying, hey, if there's anyone you want to report, if you've ever been like predated on, you know, no holds barred, please let us know. And right around that same tweet, during the string of Me Too allegations happening in the Twitch sphere, he just gets banned out of nowhere. And this becomes a major controversy. It's one of the biggest mysteries in the streaming space of all time. This was a couple years ago. Now, all of a sudden, a couple months prior to now, one of the former Twitch employees comes out and is like, yeah, that motherfucker got banned because he was trying to fuck a minor, okay? Fuck him and all of his homies, right? Fuck him and all of his homies. Then everybody starts reporting on it. They're like, oh my God, turns out, yeah, he was actually trying to fuck a minor. What the hell's going on, right? So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Even when that originally started, like all this controversy and shit, like I personally was like, listen, we don't know yet. We don't have enough detail. We don't have enough evidence. And then, well, I didn't have to say that any longer because he came out with a fucking long ass effort post being like, yeah, I tried to talk to a minor inappropriately. What of it? He just came out and admitted it. And then he just fucked off for like a month. As a 35-year-old man at the time, now he's like 40, but as a 35-year-old man at the time, he was in the whispers of Twitch of a minor trying to cheat on his wife with a minor. Okay. These are things that he fucking admitted to. He said he's, inappropriately talked to a fucking minor. The minor, obviously, years later, reported that fucking conversation to Twitch. And Twitch banned him when they found out. They were like, this is crazy. Boom, banned. So what is crazy about this? What is crazy about this entire process is that, like, yeah, also the original employee didn't even fucking say Dr. Disrespect by name. The original employee was like, yeah, that motherfucker, yeah, he was like, oh, that motherfucker got banned for being a pedophile, like trying to fuck a minor or whatever, right? I stand by my reporting 100%, says Slasher. No, I get it. I don't have any issues with you have evidence? Dog! What do you mean, do I have evidence? Look in front of you. Are y'all fucking delusional? He literally said, were there Twitch whisper messages with the individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. That is crazy, bro. Okay, we are now officially reaching new levels of, like, insanity, okay? We're reaching new levels of, like, I never really thought in big old 2024, we would have motherfuckers that reversed back beyond, like, caveman shit, okay? I used to joke, I'd be like, oh, dude, you got real peasant brain. Like, you're like, oh, me lord, you deserve all the grain, me lord. Motherfuckers are now literally, like, inventing fire stage at this point, okay? Brains have been completely fucking flipped. Dog, he admitted it. What do you mean? What's the evidence? Are you a baby? Do you not have object permanence? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Did you just hit a reset? You saw Doc and you were like, fuck, man, I forgot everything. Okay? I forgot everything. What the hell? Anyway, which is what's crazy about the situation. He fucking said, were there Twitch whisper messages with the individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Okay? That's enough. That's enough. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, but can we trust it? It's his word against his word. I don't know. And then, of course, a litany of fucking mainstream outlets obviously covered the story. Okay? Of course they did. He self-reported, dude. He fucking self-reported. But now he's back. And apparently he's addressing it all. Now, he had a moment. Why would he admit it? Why would he admit it? He didn't have to. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. This is after he originally said it was inappropriate messages, then edited to this version. Yeah, he said that he inappropriately messaged a minor in 2017. Then he deleted the word minor from his message, not realizing that when you edit a Twitter post, it still stays. Like, the original fucking version of it is still there permanently. Then he edited the minor word back in. And what's crazy about that, what's crazy about all of this, okay, is the fact that he openly fucking talked about it, openly admitted this shit, okay? And then he very predictably hit the fucking right-wing grift button when he was like, I'm gonna come back. And also, they, them, gender, lol. Hasan is so salty, lol. 220K viewers. Hasan could never get 220K. I mean, I have, and I could. It's also ironic because, once again, this has nothing to do with view counts, brother. What are you talking about? Why are you talking about view counts, dude? Why are you talking about view counts? You're defending a pedo. What the fuck's wrong with you? Y'all are so dumb, dude. What the fuck? And in terms of, like, suing someone for defamation, you can't do that if you fucking openly are like, yeah, I inappropriately texted a minor. Like, yeah, I did that shit. You can't do that. What do you mean? In order for it to be defamation, especially in the United States of America, there has to be an intent. Malicious intent to defame, knowing full well what the truth is. Okay? You have to, without a doubt, know that this person was not a pedophile, and you're still calling him a pedophile. And you have to at least, like, they have to prove that you know that he's not a pedophile and you want to call him a pedophile regardless to defame him. Okay? You can't do that when someone is like, yeah, I was trying to fuck minors. Like, you can't do that. And in terms of like inappropriate messaging of minors, like, just because something is not criminally prosecuted doesn't mean that it's not inappropriate, nor reaches the fucking bar for a platform to ban you. Okay? I don't think he was inappropriately talking to a minor about, like, I don't know, serving the top of the hour ad break and how you can fucking avoid it, you know? Like, I doubt that he was, like, whispering that. Why does everyone conflate pedophilia with ephebophilia? I'm not condoning either, but there's a huge difference. Oh, my Lord, dude. Dog, we are talking about a 35-year-old man with a wife trying to fuck someone under the age of 18. You are being gross as hell, okay? Like, yes, there's different variants of trying to fuck minors. You are not making the argument that you think you are making. You still are gross as fuck. Stop doing this libertarian defense. What the fuck? People are crazy, brother. People are crazy right now. People are way too comfortable saying some unhinged ass shit. Okay? Anyway, can you mention the dog is married and has a kid? Yes. Yeah, chatters are talking about like how Doc was 19 and the fucking victim is 17 or something and they were in high school together. Like, that's not how this is. Okay? The entire point of a platform wanting to not allow that and not having that ever is because they also don't want fucking legal liabilities. Like, duh, what the fuck? You don't want one of your top content creators that you're giving millions of dollars to whispering to fucking minors trying to fuck them at TwitchCon, dude. What are you, crazy? They have a responsibility to protect their fucking consumers. Like, what are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about, dude? We don't even know how old the minor was. Giant streamers on this platform right now defending him who have been convinced by that bullshit talking about age of consent shit, clown show. Dude, I really do worry. Here, I'm going to run the 3-minute ad break right now. But I really do worry that, like, the more people try to normalize this behavior, the more, especially when someone is like clouded up, the more other dumbasses will also repeat this shit. Like, this is inappropriate, guys. Okay? I cannot believe I'm saying this. Okay? Trying to fuck minors is insane. There is a reason why it is illegal. Okay? What the fuck? What are we doing? I cannot believe that, like, I thought this shit was bad when people were like, nah, dude, minors gambling is fine, you know? Promoting gambling to crypto casinos to minors is actually perfectly valid. I mean, there's plenty of vices that content creators also do on a regular basis. Like, that was one thing. We have leveled up, okay? We have genuinely leveled up. This is so much worse. Like, this is not even in the same spectrum of behavior at this point, okay? What the fuck? I feel like I'm losing my goddamn mind. Like, you can skip, he stalls for a while.
Heated pool? It is heated. Orange. I mean, this thing's a chance. Happening in Doc, what games we playing today? I got Black Ops 6 beta.
What? This motherfucker's playing Wordle? Are you kidding me?
High end reppy.
Ain't no way, dog.
Champs. You see, there was a lawsuit pending.
Okay. After the Wordle bit is done, he just gets into it.
Yeah, just keep ignoring the issue and putting up this act. God, I'm so concerned and worried about everyone else's problems except mine because I'm dealing with a deeper depression and I like to project. Oh, champs. A lot of people donating. I do appreciate it. You know?
A lot of people donating. Hey, Doc, keep up the good work. Love the. Thank God you're back. Thank God you're back. Keep up the good work, Doc. Really hate that you came out and admitted to inappropriately texting minors to fuck them at TwitchCon. You know, Love you, Doc. Love you, champ. Dr. Disrespect back. Cody Co good. I never said that. What are you doing? What are you saying? No. What is going on right now, bro? 22-month subscriber, grimy waifu. I'm not defending either of these people. I never have. What the fuck? You got to ask yourself, like, why am I making shit up? Why am I hallucinating positions that have never been fucking uttered? Like, you're trying to do hypocrisy baiting, but you've also, first of all, hypocrisy baiting in this situation doesn't make any sense whatsoever because both parties are in the wrong and you're just simply literally trying to defend the actions of one party, okay? But in this situation, it still doesn't fucking matter. You're not saying that? I am? Wait, what? Okay, bro, take some time off, okay? You're losing your fucking mind.
Are you nervous to be back? After what's transpired over the last couple months, am I excited to be back to this type of world? God. So glad you're back. Hey, I appreciate it, Shane. It's good to be back to a certain degree, right? We got to figure out this monetization thing. So it's September 25th.
That's a big concern for me too. Thanks, Doc.
Is basically when we can reapply for partnership on YouTube. You know, people ask, do I? Now that you're not getting monetized, you're not going to be streaming ever again, or you're on YouTube, are you? There's an opportunity to reapply, right? September 25th is the date. So in the meantime, we'll do what we need to do. I enjoy my time here on YouTube. You know, we've built a nice, strong community for years. This is where we started 16 years ago. 2008, I think. You know, I like my time here. And I like the community. We've got the best, realist gaming community, right? The Champions Club. And we've built it on this platform, and if there's an opportunity to reapply for partnership, and there's a date that's been presented to us.
Doc Chat, I love you, Doc. I have my own case like this. You beat it. I had a really corrupt liberal DA that pushed a harsh sentence. I'm on a list now, but glad you're back. The 2-time is back. Yeah. He's like, yeah, my YouTube channel's 16 years old, which, you know, may or may not have been the fucking age of the person that I was sending inappropriate text messages to, inappropriate whispers to.
Meantime, like we always done, we've always stayed in our lane.
As a strict utilitarian, I'm torn. On one hand, he has materially harmed children, but I have also seen 12-year-olds on Twitter say he streams saved their life. What should I do? I can't tell if you're joking or not, dude. There ain't no way. There ain't no fucking way you're being for real, right? Like, there's no... Dude, the neurodivergence is off the charts in this chat, and I also have it, so it's hard for me to like assess whether or not. And please tell me it's a joke, and I'm just not getting it.
We'll stay in our lane and continue to just put on a show. You know? For almost 4 years, champs, the public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story.
Missed the point? Brother, everyone understood the point. You delivered the point. Nobody missed the fucking point. You admitted to it. What the fuck do you mean? You literally admitted to it. You admitted to it. Like, ain't nobody missed the point, bro. You copped to it. You admitted it. What are you talking about? You self-reported. What the hell's going on?
Champs? You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. And again, champs?
Yeah, and you did, okay? And you responded. Like, honestly, you responded in perhaps the worst way possible if you wanted to, like, defend yourself. You know what I mean? Because I feel like admitting to exactly what people assumed it was is, you know, that's it.
Again, I respected all the confidential obligations.
Yeah, also, I wonder who put the confidentiality obligations on the fucking settlement. I mean, it's a win-win for Twitch overall because they don't want to fucking have it be out there that like one of their top content creators was like trying to fuck minors using the existing product of messaging that they had created. But like ultimately, I feel like there's one party here that like genuinely benefits from it a lot more as in they were able to go to YouTube and still not be demonetized. You know what I mean?
But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations. Cody Connors, ex-Twitch employee, wasn't even involved, leaks Twitch's reported reason. Years later, Cody, why do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. I mean, for what? Cody?
Yeah, he's the villain in this story, actually. Yeah, when I think about like a list of people who are the bad guys in this situation, the guy who both inappropriately DM'd a minor and then openly admitted that he inappropriately DM'd a minor and got banned for it, that's probably going to be at the top of the list. I'm not going to think to myself, at least, or publicly, that the guy who leaked that detail, okay, that caused him to admit it, that caused the doc to admit it, is the bad guy. Okay? Which is funny because it's not like Cody openly said Dr. Disrespect did it either. You're the one who jumped on that fucking grenade. You know? Dr. Deflect.
Why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the two-time? Did you not know the repercussions of accusing me, Cody Connors? You see, you don't know shit, and it was obvious from your tweet. You didn't have any first-hand knowledge of my dispute with Twitch. You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do.
Dude, okay. Let me explain something to you, okay? The moment that you start getting into these semantics texts, okay? The moment that you start doing like, well, age of consent laws in certain states, or Romeo and Juliet laws, which are not applicable to him for the record because he was 35 at the time, or do you know what the legal definition of sexting is? Okay. That's weird. It's weird. I've only heard that sentiment uttered in defense of pedophilia by absolute fucking weirdos. Just like when you hear someone go, actually, it's a phebophilia, which is like, okay, you know, we know what you're doing. No one is, one of the chatters said, no one is a bigger expert on what constitutes pedophilia than me. Like, unless you are literally a prosecutor specializing in sex crimes, okay, you should never say those unless you're like a therapist or a mental health specialist or a fucking prosecutor. Like, you should not be saying those words, because the moment that you're saying those words when you're in the crosshairs, you're probably in the wrong. Okay? When you say that, you're basically saying that you won't beat the allegations on merit, you beat them on technicalities. Yeah. I've done my research on pedophilia. This constitutes a different form of trying to have inappropriate and maybe sexual relations with a minor. It's different. You fucking idiot.
And yeah, I used Twitch's whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody.
Okay. So you weren't sexting anyone. You were just, in your own admission, sending inappropriate messages to a minor, which I guess he's going to say the minor is not a minor either.
I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc.
He's saying, oh, I just baited the entire mainstream media and everyone on the internet into assuming that I'm a pedophile because I admitted it. That's what he's saying here. Excellent fucking 5D chess move, sir.
Just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it.
Dog, you are the primary perpetrator in this act. If the primary perpetrator in this act makes a statement, a public statement, that's like a PR statement as well, okay? And in that statement, they admit to it, of course, people are going to cover it like this. What are you saying? There's only two things here, okay? Either you did it and you admitted to it very stupidly, okay? Or you didn't do it and you are the biggest idiot of all time, okay? And no one is like that. Like, you do not have the same level of like self-preservation that a feral animal has, where you didn't even consider like, oh, I'm just going to bait everyone into, thinking I'm a minor by admitting that, thinking I'm a predator by admitting it. Like, there's just no way. This is the, I was just pretending to be, R-worded meme, but this time it's just, I was, journalist, I was just pretending to be a pedophile. You fell for it. Masterful gambit.
And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time?
Why? Wait, whoa. May have been over the legal age of consent at the time. Hold up. You said a minor. You admitted that you may have been over the age of consent. Dog, you said minor. Okay, that means under the age of 18. What do you mean, brother?
Time of the messages? You didn't. Neither did any of these journalists, and neither did Twitch at the time of the ban. You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at...
So why were you texting her then? Why? Like, why were you using the existing Whispers product to send direct messages to this minor on your own admission, by the way? Yeah, by the way, crossing over state lines or even just traveling with the intent of fucking a person under the age of 18 is still a crime, for the record. So, you know, just so you guys understand.
TwitchCon or anywhere else. And in fact, we never met in person ever. Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make
Dog, you admitted it. What is he doing?
shit up as well. I suspect all of you sort of planned and coordinated this attack. These big-time publications, these journalists, these...
By the way, every argument that he is presenting so far is the exact same EDP 445 defense, okay? Like, it is the exact same. The age of consent is blurry. The victim may not have been, may have been over the legal age of consent. Also, I never intended to meet with this person. I never intended, even if I were to meet with this person, I never intended to fuck this person. Like, of course, this is literally the pedo defense verbatim. This is exactly what if you ever watched a single fucking episode of Chris Hansen's show, okay, that is precisely what the fuck they always say.
These various outlets are sort of just gossip channels now. Don't you think, champs? They act like they're just gossip channels now.
What do you mean, bro? What? This is 1,000,000% a fucking relevant news story. Okay? It is. It's not like the New York Times is writing about like what choice of Viper glasses you chose to wear on Monday as opposed to Tuesday. Okay? And what that implies. It's not like they're being parasocial. Okay? Doc is innocent. Oh my God, bro. There are fucking animals in the chat. They're not doing gossip. This is actually relevant news coverage at that point. Okay? It's relevant news coverage. It's also not gossip because you admitted it.
Without any real journalism and real research happening. They reported on all this based on leaks from 2 former Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth. But apparently that's just too much to ask. If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are.
Asmongold's taking Doc's side. I feel like that's just bait, okay? I feel like there's just no shot, okay? He's probably saying some fucking center, like he's hitting a centrist position, and, there's no way he's like taking his side. And you're most likely fucking reading into it, and you're trying to clip something, so I react to it, and then it goes into the cycle of fucking drama. He's saying you should sue Cody? Oh, that's insane. Okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck about what Asman is saying on this issue, okay?
Actually had firsthand knowledge? Then what they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And 2, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or...
Yeah, you did not get nudes through the Whispers product. I don't even think you can get nudes through the Whispers product. CSAM is, for the record, nudes. Okay? CSAM, child sexual abuse material, is a very specific legal term. Okay? The Whispers product does not allow you to be able to exchange photos anyway. Okay? So that's number one. So he's arguing on a thing that he is incapable of doing. Okay? Like he's not even if he wanted to, he wouldn't be able to do it. This is not the point of contention. The point of contention is that you were sending inappropriate text messages, like direct messages, through the existing Twitch Whispers product at that time. Okay? Check your DMs, buddy. I just proved you wrong. Okay, good one, dude. Inappropriate text messages that he openly copped to were sent to a minor. Okay? That's what happened. You admitted that. That's what happened. It is ridiculous to act like that is not something that happened after admitting it. Okay? That is not the only way that you can engage in predatory behavior with a minor. Okay? There are many different ways that you can be predatory to a minor on direct messages. Trying to groom them and trying to meet up with them would constitute something that absolutely hits that boundary. Saying that he was not criminally prosecuted for this when there are a multitude of different reasons as to why someone might not, the victim might not, or the victim might not be interested in pursuing further litigation. Like, there are a million different reasons as to why this could not have even met the legal standard while simultaneously still being something that, of course, a platform is going to take action on. Okay?
Images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened.
Yeah, no.
I even used...
No. They were not saying I don't think anyone was saying you were exchanging sexually explicit graphic photos. Okay. They were not saying that. Okay. No, it's not Cody Codes, it's Cody Connors. No, they were saying that they were using, everyone, myself included. We all were judging the situation off of your own personal admission. Okay. That's it.
The word inappropriate, purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh?
Yeah, dude, you weren't talking about fucking taxes. You know what I mean? Yeah, it could have also meant the legal standard, but the alleged victim could have refused to testify, therefore making the prosecution not worth it. Exactly. I don't understand why people like Doc, Asman, etc. have such a hard time separating what is illegal from what is morally wrong. Obviously, what Doc did was wrong. Who cares if it was technically illegal? I mean, it's both wrong and illegal in this situation, most likely. So the idea that, like, just because something is illegal doesn't mean it's always followed through on in terms of the prosecution. This is another thing that people need to understand. That's number one. Number two, you're right, though. We should not be parsing through this in terms of, like, morality equals legality or legality equals morality. Sometimes immoral things are legal, and other times sometimes immoral things are legal. Other times illegal things are moral. Okay, so that doesn't really mean anything. You just have to look at the situation. Can it be illegal if no wrongdoing was found? Yes.
Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned.
Oh, he's giving more details that he had not actually given before. He's saying mutual bantering with inappropriate. Wait.
Purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh? Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place. I mean, how would each of you look if all of your private DMs, your text messages, your chats were looked at, dissected, and taken out of context by someone who's deliberately trying to find something inappropriate in those words? And this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing. That never.
Yeah, no, they privately did. The victim privately accused you of wrongdoing. Otherwise, how the fuck would Twitch have access to the whispers like from 4 fucking years ago? They didn't like scour through all of your whispers over and over again. Something triggered them into looking into the whispers that you had with virtually every single person, or potentially just this one individual. Okay? If you're talking about like what triggered this investigation, he can say whatever the fuck he wants. He can say like, oh, well, actually, they just like personally investigated me because they hate me or whatever.
Happened here. We're talking about allegations that Twitch made against me as a half-baked reason for justifying their actions of suspending and shutting down my channel. Allegations that Twitch made without even a legal analysis of whether the whisper messages were legal. You see,
again, which he will bring up later, but like, for example, saying the N-word is not illegal, okay? It still warrants a ban, especially if you say it with a hard R. So, the idea that like, oh, like, the text messages did not warrant a legal, the Constitution, not Constitution, sorry, the text messages not warrant like a criminal investigation. It does not change the reality that they're perfectly valid for saying, well, we caught you fucking DMing minors inappropriately. We don't want one of our top content creators to ever do that. Okay? It's just like it's the most understandable decision ever made by a corporation, okay? I'm not exactly Mr. Defend Corporations here, but like this makes the most sense. Okay?
I engage with my community. I engage with other streamers. And through Twitch Whispers, I communicate with Twitch users. Conversations that consisted of a variety of playing games and gaming politics, content creation, random stuff. This was the extent of my whispers with this Twitch user. On June 21st, 2020.
Yeah, that's real inappropriate, man. Except none of the things that you just mentioned are inappropriate, which you also personally admitted was just banter, inappropriate jokes. That was just banter. Like, dude, if this was defendable, if any of his actions were even remotely defensible in this situation, all he would have to do is like reveal the fucking actual unedited whispers, right? That's all he would have to do. If it was even remotely defensible, that's all he would do. And unironically, judging by the dick riding I'm seeing from his fan base, he might actually reveal them. And even if they are completely indefensible, his audience might just go, oh, whatever. Who amongst us hasn't done that? You know? That's crazy.
My ex-Twitch partner manager learns that I exchanged whispers with the Twitch user. And I say ex-partner manager because for years, this guy didn't do anything for me, my community, or my channel. For years. I'm talking no front page love. You're talking about...
Why don't you engage with your community like him? I wonder why. Because that's fucking weird, okay? If I was just like randomly DMing people in my fucking fan base, that'd be psychotic. Okay?
about the face of the platform, right? Literally, the face of the platform. And I know Champions Club remembers this. We got zero front page love on the website. He was never on my channel. He didn't follow me on Twitter. He wouldn't even inform us about Twitch rival tournaments. We're talking about the two-time Twitch rival tournament. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you want to play in it? We got zero support from this guy. And it was just so obvious that he carried a grudge against the two-time. So after we signed with Twitch in 2019, we asked for a new partner manager. And just a few months later, that ex-Twitch partner manager is directly involved with getting me banned. Coincidence? The Twitch user tells the ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything.
Don't worry,
Twitch.
I have that clip locked and loaded, ready to go right here. Okay, I know it's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite bits, which I predict we are going to be using a lot more, considering how fucking comfortable people are getting, being like, "Yeah, I tried to fuck a minor. Shut the fuck up." You know, no wrongdoing. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that says about like the way the direction society's heading. I don't really like it. But don't worry, we got that. We got the clip ready to go. Okay.
Twitch. I'll repeat that sentence one more time just in case anybody missed that one. The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report.
That is insane. Hey, dummy. Oh my God. Now I get it. Now I get why so many people are defending Doc. Now I understand. It's because absolutely zero people understand how these things, how these delicate matters are normally handled by professionals, adults with a conscience. If a minor is groomed, okay, if a minor is groomed and this person says like, yeah, there were inappropriate conversations happening, okay, and then the minor also says like, hey, listen, like we didn't meet, okay, we didn't meet. I don't know. I'm not entirely certain if like this constitutes like predation or whatever, okay? Like, yeah, the adult is supposed to be like, the adult is supposed to accurately analyze what the messages constitute and then make a decision going forward, okay? Of course, victims are almost always afraid to speak out for a litany of different reasons, okay? Part of that is because anyone that speaks out oftentimes gets fucking shit on. This was the whole point behind like believe women. That didn't mean, you know, believe women unconditionally across the board, that women are incapable of lying like fucking Abraham Lincoln or something, okay? It just meant don't reflexively disbelieve women, because ultimately we do have as a society, we do have this attitude towards people who come out. He also openly admits it's a user report originally. So the reporting that Slasher put together seemingly is correct. Let's run that back.
But this ex-Twitch partner, but he missed that one. The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager.
So like, how did the Twitch user and the ex-Twitch partner manager come into contact with one another? Okay. That's the question, which means, and this corresponds to the reporting on the matter, that obviously someone reported it. Most likely the user reported it to Twitch, but then still said like, and the Twitch user at this point is a minor. Just remember that, okay?
The Twitch user tells the ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. I'll repeat that sentence one more time just in case anybody missed that one. The Twitch,
like he's making it seem like the ex-Twitch partner is the predatory person who like had it out to get Dr. Disrespect. And that's why he like went, he went after like for this to be correct, what would have had to happen is like this Twitch partner manager would have had to scour all of his like direct messages on the website to find one that is like bad enough that he even fucking recognizes as bad and said it was inappropriate. Inappropriate messages being exchanged with a fucking minor. Okay. And then went to the user directly, a minor, and said, hey, this is bad. This is wrong. We should report this. And she's like, no, I don't want to report it. Please, I love the doc.
User tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never...
Like, the user still reported it. Like, what are you talking about?
...physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no...
Like, what are you talking about? Like, so she did report it. She reported it.
...issues and determine that it did not warrant any...
How do we know it's a she? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's not saying he or she ever, I don't think. Does he ever gender the victim in this situation? Yeah, he didn't groom anyone. Twitch actually groomed her to report. I'm gripping. Yeah, the real grooming happened not when I, a 35-year-old man with a wife at this time, was inappropriately exchanging messages with a minor. The real grooming actually happened when someone who was like responsible for safety on the platform saw the messages and thought, yeah, this is really fucking inappropriate. You should probably report this.
Further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team. That would have been...
Okay. Here, hold on. We got to run this back again.
And determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team.
So Twitch's law enforcement response team is different than like the moderation aspect of it. This is the part of the conversation where it's like, this is the part of the conversation where things turn into him muddying the waters deliberately. Okay? You can try to talk to a minor inappropriately and have it not be enough of a legal standard for you to like be dead to rights and still be totally warranted. Like, still have it be totally warranted that you get fucking banned from the platform. Okay? Like, Twitch is not the law. Okay? Twitch is not the fucking law. They have their own set of standards. They have their own obligations to protect the consumers, especially minors. Websites are especially very protective over kids. Many of them fuck this up regardless, okay? But there is an additional set of legal complications if you got a fucking big ass content creator on your platform inappropriately DMing minors. Like, that's it. It's over. It's Jover. You are delusional. You're right, actually. All the top content creators should be DMing minors on a regular fucking basis. If they don't take action, keep milking Doc for clip farms is what y'all do best, Lamau. I know. Oh my God. I have to deal with this stupidity, with this level of fucking stupidity on a regular basis every single day for like usually a litany of different issues. Okay? But it's crazy to me. Don't you fucking use Maya Higa's face when defending Dr. Disrespect, you fucking piece of shit. You goddamn monster. Weirdo fucking pedophile ass. Fuck out of here. I didn't even want to fucking cover this. And I do, unfortunately, feel a sense of, like, I feel obligated. I feel like I have an obligation. I have to cover this so that there aren't many dumbasses like the one we just encountered running around, running their fucking mouths, making the goddamn platform less safe for minors in general. Okay? Like, are you mad, clip farming idiots, W Doc, that you don't peak 240 viewers? First of all, I have, once again, which was ironic because, you know, I was also reacting to a bunch of fucking dumbass hogs doing shit illegally and then copping to it and admitting it. Even back then, it was January 6th. Okay?
That would have been the end. That should have been the end.
It's such a weird thing to say because, like, what are you saying? You're like, oh, dude, Dr. Disrespect is the GOAT because he admitted to being a pedophile. And then, of course, 240,000 people were interested in hearing how he was going to defend that. Is like an insane thing to just openly admit. You would never say that out in public, dude. I don't think you would ever ever fucking say that in public. Like, you should be at least a little embarrassed to openly walk through those steps to get there. Like, damn, dog. Yeah, dude, if I fucking did a crime, okay, and then openly admitted to doing a crime, went away for a month, came back to do a here is my crime reveal stream, I'll probably get a lot of fucking viewers too. Haters and lovers alike. That doesn't change the dynamic here. You are literally defending the stupidest fucking thing. Yeah. Yeah, dog. OJ Simpson got hella views, bro. Are you jealous? Are you okay?
But that partner manager, oh boy, did he had it out. He had it out for the two-time. He finds out that no further action will be taken, so what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch's law enforcement response team. He escalates the report to a friend on Twitch's LER team. So a day later, on June 25th, the LER analyst pulls the entirety of the whisper messages and begins discussing them with his director of the LER team. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time and does not have access to their computer or work files. Let me just remind you, I went through a multi-year, big time arbitration, okay? And,
this is like Kevin Spacey's weird Christmas YouTube videos as Frank from House of Cards post allegations. No, it's worse than that. Because Kevin Spacey was like, oh, I'm actually gay. First he said that. Then he kept making fucking movies. Then he kept making these like weird ass videos. But in none of the videos, he literally came out and was like, yeah, I killed that person. But also, you know who's really at fault? You know what I mean? Yeah, some of the witnesses just retracted their statements. Other witnesses just died mysteriously. But you know who's really at fault? The judge. Like, he didn't do that. Yeah, the worst part of the crime was not the crime, but the fact that I got caught and saw some repercussions for it. Some people are just horny for conspiracy theories, so you got people thinking big corpora's taking down the small guy to cover up a cabal. Small guy? This motherfucker's not... Like, that's the other part of it. This is a financially unwise decision. Unceremoniously banning your top content creator, especially if they've done nothing wrong, is unironically the dumbest decision for a company that wants to make money, which is precisely the reason why people always say, oh, the top content creators never get banned. Twitch is so fucking inconsistent. Twitch is so inconsistent because the top content creators are making money for them. That's the point, right? Like, are they bloodless? Are they bloodless, sociopathic capital owners who simply want to fucking eke out every ounce of profit? Or there are certain actions that also that constitute a greater harm. So much so that they have to go against the profit motive in this situation. It's so stupid. This is why I respect Shroud's response did you stay in contact with the doctor? Which he said no, because Twitch doesn't ban anyone this big for no reason. Exactly. Like this isn't like me saying cracker, okay, and getting banned for it for a week. You know what I mean? Like this is big. Like Twitch is not gonna fucking go out and like ban one of their top content creators at the time. When you know when they've done nothing.
You discover a lot of stuff. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time.
Yeah, can people just start saying pedophiles aren't a red line for them instead of this? They're picking on the little guy bullshit is so whack. Bro, that's the scariest part though. A lot of people are basically saying that. A lot of people are either directly or indirectly saying, pedophilia, not that big of a deal. Okay? Which is shocking to me. I don't like it at all. I don't actually, I fear that as a society, we're like devolving. We're moving in a very weird direction. Okay?
The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't. Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision.
On his subreddit, they're openly saying, I don't care as long as I'm entertained. Literally no subtlety. Yeah.
To suspend me from Twitch. Twitch submits a report to NCMEC. You guys all read those little articles, huh? The NCMEC. Twitch submits that report. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Guess what? As far as I know, and over 4 years have passed, they didn't do anything with the report. As far as I know, they didn't escalate Twitch's report to law enforcement. Mind you, the same people that made this decision admit internally that the messages did not constitute sexting. The same people that made this decision at Twitch admit internally that the messages did not warrant any child sexual abuse material charge. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me.
I like that his defense right here is basically amounting to, if I'm going to take everything he said sincerely, like at face value, he's like, yeah, dude, I was just fucking grooming this minor, okay? Give me a goddamn break. Like it wasn't, that's it. Like, he's just basically like, listen, dog, I was just grooming her. Calm down. Like, what's the big fucking idea? Yeah. I didn't even get to do the shit I wanted. Calm down.
While admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were illegal in any way. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing.
Yeah, technically it wasn't sexting is so weird to say, specifically because like it can still be predatory and inappropriate even if it's not directly you talking about how you're going to fuck this minor, okay? I am asking people who are still weirdly enough on the edges of this, okay? I'm asking people who are in the margins to think to themselves, okay? To think for a brief moment. You have your you're a platform, okay? You're bringing in multiple millions of dollars of revenue to a much larger corporation, okay? You have fiduciary responsibility if you're in the board to basically generate as much revenue as possible and keep costs as low as possible, okay? This is your job, okay? In that process, you find out when there's a litany of Me Too allegations coming out that one of your top content creators that you have a multiple $million contract with at this point, and you gave them that contract because they're generating revenue for you. You think that this is a good thing. This is good for marketing. This is good for bringing in a larger crowd to your fucking platform. You love this guy, okay? Even if you don't personally like this guy, you love the money that the guy is bringing to your platform. You find out that they are inappropriately texting minors, okay? Using the existing Twitch product. What are you supposed to do? This is the question. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? If you are literally sitting on top of a corporation and you have obviously multiple different interests here, one would be to keep this as safe of a space as possible for your consumers, many of which are minors, right? But you also simultaneously want to keep making money off of these big content creators that you are giving millions of dollars to. Okay? If there is even remote, like if there is even a little bit of defensibility here for the top content creator, what's more risky for you? Of course, they would not fucking ban him. Of course, they would just simply not ban this person, right? Because they're generating revenue for the fucking platform. They're bringing eyeballs to the platform. Most companies are obviously, every company is obviously going to do the wrong thing in all of these circumstances, the wrong thing, which makes them more money. Okay? This is something that you need to understand. Okay? This is something that you need to understand. This is a decision that puts them in legal crosshairs, that brings unwarranted attention to the platform, like negative attention to the platform. Like, of course, they would not have made such a bold, radical, and an anti-money-making, anti-profit motive decision if there wasn't something that constituted a warranted ban. Okay? Do you understand? I'm not defending him, but Twitch is getting ready to sign Ninja and Shroud back to Mixer from Mixer. So his argument was really they were freeing up money. Yeah, that's an idiotic argument because who gives a fuck? They don't need to like ban him in that situation because he's still a massive content creator that they were giving him millions of dollars to. The reason why they did that originally is because he was the top content creator on the platform. How is the age of consent dealt with if it's 14 in the country? He texted that girl from USA. Is it illegal according to Twitch policy, or how does it work overseas? I think it's still illegal if you're an American citizen that is trying to fuck a minor. No, that's not a self-report. This person is asking, like, is there like a weird situation where something is like very obviously technically illegal, but is there a way where this would not be like legally prosecuted? And yes, if you're in the state of California when you're doing these things, you are still bound by the state of California's rules.
Between me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager. It's fucking unbelievable!
I'm going to pee real quick. I'll be back in a second. Also, what's really unbelievable is the 3-minute ad break at the top of the hour coming again. This is federal law. U.S. age of consent applies to Americans internationally. Yeah, here's the 3-minute ad break now.
I'm not going to get into every detail regarding my legal case. But these former Twitch employees that claim to have firsthand knowledge, they just don't have a clue. They didn't report any facts. The judge in the case determined that the whispers were not illegal. So then why did Twitch use these messages against me? Why did Twitch treat the doc so differently from their other streamers? I mean, outside of the obvious. I mean, just take a look at me. Right? Unfiltered. The realest motherfucker in this industry. 6'8", gorgeous, athletic, successful, college degree, college athlete, bourbon business, gaming studio, beautiful family. And trust me, we've worked hard for over a decade to improve as a person, a husband, and father, and to get where we're at today. I mean, I'm in such a good place today. And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect. I'm not perfect.
Yeah, bro. I mean, listen, this isn't you like having a fucking heated gamer moment. You know what I mean? Even that is like to a certain degree defensible. Okay? depending on the severity of the infraction. This is you trying to fuck a minor by DMing them. You know, like you can't be like, oh, you know, Pobody's nerfect. Oops. Who amongst us hasn't done that, you know? Asking for obvious reasons. What's bourbon got to do with the doc? He has a bourbon company. I literally have his bourbon. They sent it to me a long ass time ago. It's ass. Not defending him at all, but I'm asking just because I don't know jack shit about the situation. Were the text messages ever revealed? No. Like, he already did the nobody's perfect defense when it came out that he was trying to, when it came out that he cheated on his wife. The no context defense makes him actually look worse. That means there's context outside of the whispers. Yeah.
I don't claim to be perfect, but I also didn't do all the shit that they're saying I did. But then that doesn't make a story, right? They wanted media attention. The media wants controversy.
You literally, oh my God, I'm losing it, bro. Dude fucking said it. Like, what are we having a conversation about? You tweeted it out as a part of your statement. Like, this does not make any fucking sense whatsoever. Like, in his mind, is he this narcissistic that he simply cannot comprehend how other people who are uninitiated will be like, what the fuck? Hold up. Did you just admit to fucking DMing a goddamn minor inappropriately? What the fuck's wrong with you? It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. And what's terrifying, low key, but not even low key, but high key terrifying, is that there are a lot of motherfuckers out there who are like, nah, I don't care, brother. You're fine. You're great. I'd do the same damn thing. Like, there are people who are eating this. That is the nature, I guess, of people who are starstruck and parasocial behavior in general. It's like, it blows my mind.
By sensationalizing all of this with big, inaccurate headlines like sexting and sexually explicit, you all got what you wanted at the expense of the tube time. The reality is, they wanted to cut down the doc. Plain and simple.
Yeah, that's right.
Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned.
And then he goes into like deflection method, where he will start talking about like, well, all these other people didn't get fucking banned. And then he says like a couple insane things. I have no idea who he's talking about. Have we figured out who he's talking about? There's nothing, the juxtaposition of a guy that is like playing dress up in his big old age. Okay. The juxtaposition of a guy claiming to be the realest one out there, while he's playing dress up at the age of fucking 40, while also simultaneously being like, I'm a big strong boy, and decrying that he is the victim in this circumstance, okay, acting like he's the real victim of all of this, is insane. There is no accountability. There is no accountability in this circumstance at all from the pick yourself up by your bootstraps crowd, just like it's the very same crowd that will immediately be like, oh, you're a fucking trans person. You're a pedophile trans person. This is coming from a guy who's cultivated an audience who, believes that like if you're queer, you're automatically a pedophile. You're predating on children. Okay. And that, we're the family values people. We're the morality party. Right. And then they fucking turn around and then do this shit. The inconsistencies are fucking glaring. The hypocrisy is insane. Yeah, he's complaining about being a pedophile, but the media blew it up for content and all the other people did bad stuff too is crazy. Yeah. I will repeat this. Once again, I will repeat this for those of you who don't understand how this works, okay? Let's say you are being criminally prosecuted for a murder. Okay, in a hypothetical scenario, you cannot go up to the judge and be like, well, other people are doing murders too. Dog, this is your own trial. Focus on your own defense. That does not constitute a valid defense to be like, well, other people have been other people have been murdered. Other people have done murdered. Another classic defense always in this situation, which he hasn't hit, is, well, think about all the days where I haven't actually predated on minors. He didn't do that. But that's another very famous way that a lot of people that are caught doing some shit That's how they operate usually. He literally turned around in this entire process, was like, yeah, I inappropriately texted a minor, but it wasn't sexting and we didn't exchange nudes. And also, guess what? I said minor to like trick people into thinking that I was a pedophile, and then everybody ate the bait and thought, oh, he's a pedophile. Okay. And then turned around and said, well, some people have said the N-word and they didn't get permanently banned. It's like none of this constitutes a valid defense for your actions. What would have constituted a valid defense for his actions would have been if he just came out and was like, here are the messages. Okay. People totally blew it out of proportion. And that's the reason why Twitch settled. Okay. That's it. And then people could make up their own minds about it. And I'm willing to believe that regardless of how bad those messages are, there will be plenty of people who would defend them. Okay? Because the greatest defense for defamation is the truth. Okay? That is the antidote for defamation. Like, these people are defending him even without any kind of fucking evidence whatsoever. Imagine if there was something that they could like grab onto to be like, ooh. Who amongst us hasn't done that shit? On the flip side, there's little people call him a pedophile without any evidence to back that up. Dog, what do you mean? People are calling him a pedophile because he admitted to trying to fuck a minor. He admitted to sending inappropriate text messages to a minor. What do you mean there's no evidence? The evidence is what he said. He admitted to it. There is no like, oh, I don't know. I don't get it. He admitted it himself. The fuck are you talking about? Remember when that brothel was accused of human trafficking? It was all bullshit. Yeah, that's a great example. People still, when they make up their minds about a person, people will still like falsely fucking smear you regardless, okay? It don't matter. What matters is the fucking truth, but it still doesn't matter for many people at the end of the fucking day. All right? Yeah, the brothel wasn't even accused of human trafficking. It was something different, but it doesn't fucking matter. Like, people made up their own conclusions, okay? They successfully sued the state and won. When did he admit to trying to have sex with a minor? What are you even saying? He admitted to trading sexually explicit text messages that were declared inappropriate with a minor by his own admission. Okay? I'm putting together the puzzle pieces that he gave you. Okay? Because I have a fucking brain. He tweeted it out. When did he sexually... Dog, what is an inappropriate text message with a minor that warrants a ban from a fucking company that stands to gain everything from just keeping this shit on the down low and continuing to promote you as their top content creator? What do you think was inappropriate? Do you think he was like asking them for their social security number? Do you think it was inappropriate because he was like, what kind of camera do you want to use when you're streaming? Is that what you think? Like, what would be inappropriate in this situation? In a string of messages that he literally sent and successfully ended up fucking girls at the same TwitchCon where he cheated on his wife. He never said it, though. You're just assuming. No, dog. He said... Ah! He did. He admitted here. He just said it wasn't child sexual abuse material. Okay? He said it wasn't sexting, and he said it wasn't child sexual abuse material. You are stretching. You are doing Olympic level gymnastics to hop on this dick. Oh.
Examples right here. Example number 1. A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his contact was...
He said the exact opposite, though. That's speculation on shit you don't know, though. The third party said nothing wrong happened. If the third party, if the victim themselves saw absolutely no wrongdoing whatsoever, they would not have fucking reported it. Bruh, I hate the doctor. If the person did not, and this is his own admission here, okay? If the person saw zero fucking wrongdoing whatsoever, they would not have reported it. Do you understand me? You're doing mental gymnastics to prove pedophilia? There is no fucking what is going on? These are like long-term community subs right now, popping off. What the fuck's happening? Here they are. Here's the debate freaks who will defend anything just so they can feed their blood sport. Yeah, I don't know if this is like attention-seeking behavior or specifically just like someone who is legitimately interested in like debating any issue whatsoever. This person needs to fucking, give me further feedback here. Technically, just someone calling someone a sweetie can be inappropriate. Calm down. Okay, you're banned. You're banned after you like actually try to defend it, but your avatar, just calling someone a sweetie can be inappropriate. Calm down. Yeah, dude. You think Twitch actually fucking banned their top content creator because he said someone was a sweetie? That's what you like. I'm the one doing mental gymnastics when what you are considering, I don't know, maybe. This is a person who was underage, by the way, for the record. The person that was the recipient of these text messages, these DMs. The speculation that I'm adding on is because of his own admissions, okay? The only thing that we don't know at this point is what constituted, like what were the messages. Okay, we don't know that. Dr. Disrespect has never revealed it, which he had every opportunity to do so to clear his name. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Twitch obviously is not going to reveal those messages anyway, because anytime people are talking about this, it makes Twitch look bad in general. That it reminds people that there is like predation happening, child predation happening on the fucking website that is comprised of a shit ton of child watchers, viewers. Okay? What is shocking to me in this circumstance is like that my assumption here is not My assumption here is unwarranted. My assumption is totally warranted because of what the information Dr. Disrespect himself revealed. This is speculation and doing mental gymnastics. Technically, just calling someone sweetie can be inappropriate. Calm down is the actual mental gymnastics. That in and of itself is what you're doing because you're defending someone who sent inappropriate text messages to a minor. Tell him it's by definition not pedophilia when the person isn't a child. Just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's pedophilia. Two different concepts, though, closely linked. No, ephebophilia and pedophilia are in the same category of predating upon a minor. A minor cannot consent. A minor does not have the same fucking, the same brain processes, okay, that an adult has. Many of you are probably adults who also apparently have the brain of a fucking minor because you can't understand this simple concept. The moment that you start being like, well, it's a different kind of predation on minors, it's not like the worst kind, doesn't change the reality that it's still bad unless you personally think that it's not bad. Because that's what you're saying. You're saying that without saying it. You're saying there are different kinds of trying to fuck minors that I think are cool, and I'm going to defend it without openly saying it. Okay? Fuck. The definition of child is someone below the legal age of majority. Being sexually attracted to children is the definition of pedophilia. That's what those words mean. Thank you. Take me off that shit, dude. I mean, you did come in here and you said that speculation on shit you don't know, though. The third party said nothing wrong happened. And now you're mad that this is being highlighted. This person is not even responding anymore. I think they just... Okay, I stand corrected. It's not just that you stand corrected. What matters in this circumstance is how you arrived at that. What's going on up here? Think about it, okay? Self-examine a little bit. Self-reflect. I'm not just saying this to like shit on you. I'm genuinely saying try to think about the mental worms that you have up here that caused you to just pop off like this, okay? What is this? So he just bullied someone in front of 30K plus viewers until they change their mind. I guess the court of public opinion does really carry weight. Maybe we should wield that power a bit more cautiously. You think I'm not? Why would your first response of someone be to defend someone who themselves said they inappropriately messaged a minor? I don't know. Why are you approaching this with anger, sir? How can you not be angry if you have like fucking, you know, defending Dr. Disrespect is if this is an indefensible act. It doesn't matter if it's Dr. Disrespect or anybody else. If people are like vociferously trying to defend this, I'm going to speak on it. Of course I'm angry. What the fuck? Anyway. Okay. Like, the craziest part about this is that one of the main defenses that he could have used in this circumstance, if it were true, was, I didn't know the person was a minor. Okay? Like, if he had that, there would be a shit ton more people defending him, even though there is a lot of people defending him currently, which is crazy and scary. But he doesn't even have that. Not once was he like, oh, I didn't know how old they were. I think you should wait for more stuff to come out if that happens. Wait, what do you mean wait for more stuff to come out? Dog, this is it. This is the stuff that came out. He revealed it. Why are people acting like he did not? Why are people acting like he did not already admit to this? Am I losing my mind? Like, go read an article on it. Like, what is this fucking virtue signaling bullshit? Like, I feel like I'm in a different universe nowadays. It's not even an article you need to read. It's just his own tweet right here. Anyway, Gamergate world. Yeah, it's just Gamergate is back, but somehow worse than before. Like, I do want to understand the mindset of a person, unironically, who is like, no, you don't understand. You should wait for more details to come out. It's like, what more details? Like, he literally fucking, on his own admission, this is the best defense that someone can launch, okay? When there's not a lot of evidence out there, when people were still speculating on whether this was Dr. Disrespect or not. In that circumstance, he has the upper hand. When he has the upper hand, he still turns around and says, were there Twitch Whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Okay? He didn't repeat anything. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. Okay? Those are defenses that he reapplied in this circumstance. He got dropped from his own company. I want to understand, like, what people... A conspiracy oftentimes is infinitely harder to explain when the truth is so simple. Okay? That's what blows my mind about conspiratorial thinking in general. We're going to do a meta-analysis on conspiratorial thinking, okay? Oftentimes, it's literally A to B, okay? Point A, point B. Point A leads to point B. Point A, Dr. Disrespect inappropriately messages a minor, okay? Point B, Twitch sees that, goes, oh my God, this is unacceptable. You're banned permanently. For your worldview to actually exist in the real world, for what you are speculating actually happened, okay, there had to have been a large Twitch-based conspiracy against Dr. Disrespect where, like, so many parties conspired because they fucking hated him, but not enough to give him multiple millions of dollars, but still fucking hated him, okay? Like, not enough to give him a fat contract where he was, like, the top content creator, okay? On the platform at the time, so much so that they went against their best interest of just like continuing to make money off of this person being on the platform, and that beyond that, they not only conspired, they groomed the victim to actually fucking putting out a report, which is what he said, which he's claiming, okay? And that the text messages weren't even remotely inappropriate whatsoever, but these guys just, like, they hated him that fucking much, okay? They hated him so much. I was groomed as a kid. The messages didn't start explicit. They grow to that. Doc most likely got caught in the buildup, but that doesn't make any less inappropriate. I don't understand people defending this at all. No, I mean, dude, it's not explicit, of course, but it's still explicit enough, okay? They weren't sexting. Like, Dr. Disrespect wasn't talking about how he was going to fuck this minor, probably, but he still was obviously very clearly just the whisper DMs weren't inappropriate. Yeah, if the whisper DMs themselves weren't inappropriate, they would not have banned him. Okay? That's the point. If the whisper DMs were not inappropriate, Twitch would never make a decision like this. And if they weren't inappropriate at all, Dr. Disrespect would at the very least reveal them. These were casual mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate. This is like the most defensible position that he can launch. And he's admitting to sending inappropriate whisper messages to a minor when he's 35 fucking years old with a wife. The rest of it is just like the classic pedophile defense. Oh, I didn't want to fuck this person. Oh, I wasn't trying to meet up with this person, actually. I was just trying to bring cupcakes. And some of y'all sound like this.
Well, I was a sophomore and he was a senior. It's fine.
No, it's not fine.
We've got a pre-existing juvenile foundational relationship. Statute 2705-3.
What? Texas statute? That a real law?
Yep.
Romeo and Juliet, huh? You know how those two ended up?
No.
Dead. Do your parents know about this?
Like, he's got the moment that you got that laminated card, okay? The moment that you got the fucking laminated Romeo and Juliet statue for the state of Texas card, you're gross, okay? Anyway, there are a lot of people in the chat who are actively reckoning with the realization that their favorite teacher, coach, or even cousin may have just been like Doc, and they are going through it now. Sad, likely, but common. At the very least, the fact that you are a grown-ass man with a wife and kids messaging a minor that is a fan of yours, even if it's extremely PG and all respects friendly, is still at a bare minimum makes you a fucking weirdo. Yeah, but being a fucking weirdo is not going to be enough for a massive multi-million-dollar platform to ban their multi-million-dollar star, okay? That's my point. Like, unless you truly believe that it's because Dr. Disrespect is a straight white guy who's based. And unfortunately, there are a lot of fucking idiots out there who are like, yeah, Twitch is run by a bunch of blue-haired SJWs and straight white guys are under attack. That's why my manager is fucking me over at the Jiffy Lube.